Tonight, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season. And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
He'll wind up getting right about... there on on the scramble, and it's second down. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him,
so this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Steps away. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Schultz, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second and 5. Eluding the pressure right. To Mixon on the check down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Check back.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type. Of a play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. For this offense in mid-season form here in the opener, it's 1st and 10. A draw play for Mixon. He's got room at the 30, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll drop to throw.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got room. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Joe Mixon, 44 yards. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, what a catch by Samuel.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all.
Touchdown!
Romeo Doubs
From 8 yards out.
And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Back to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Rondale Moore.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Rondale Moore.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Mixing up the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Touchdown, Bills.
Albert Okwuegbunam from 3 yards out. And the Bills are closing in.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Buffalo, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles.